passes than any other Premier League player this season. No doubt that he is of great importance to Erik ten Hag. Bruno Fernandes' absence was underscored in the last few weeks when he did miss a couple of games through injury for the first time. That's not the greatest of key passes. United have won it back. Wan-Bissaka hits the ball out to Garnacho, who's incredibly frustrated with that.
Still trying to come to terms with that free kick. There were better ones.
What's fortunate for Manchester United was they didn't get punished by it. Rodri. This is Guardiola, can hit them. Akanji. This is from Bernardo Silva. Martinez away, Akanji will keep this alive. He's been integral for Manchester City this season, wandering into midfield. Manuel Akanji. Doku. Guardiola. John Stones. De Bruyne. Say it quietly, hasn't really got into the game yet.
Oh, you know what it's like, you're sometimes loath to see that, but boys with extreme talent, they could, win a game with one pass and second of brilliance. Haaland would come into that category as well, but make no mistake about it. 50 minutes going, City have been up. I would go as far to say they've been poor and disappointing, to tell you the truth.
I think you're right. I think the passing's been off. They haven't really got to grips with United's shape. They haven't threatened them behind at all. Haaland's been a passenger. Foden's shown a few little glimpses, but as you said, De Bruyne's not been in it. He's been brought on to get behind Wan-Bissaka and he's not done that yet.
Good for Manchester United again. Rashford has found McTominay, who wants to find Alejandro Garnacho. And Rashford is at the far post. Fernandes queuing up on the edge. McTominay gets bundled to the floor. Fernandes keeps it alive and the pressure on. And City smuggle it away.
That was a chance. I thought Garnacho could have fired it across the back post, but Rashford put it in.
Well, Wan-Bissaka's been penalised here, and he is protesting his innocence.
I think he was the first one. I think Fernandes tripped him. This is the checked and cleared, no penalty. Again, Wan-Bissaka just getting some help from Fernandes, doubling up on Doku.
This Doku, dazzling dribbler. Foden, starting the angle back. Doku again, trying to dissect the United defence, and he had a swing at it. Phil Foden didn't catch it.
No, there was enough pace on it. You can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to meet it first time and just redirect it, which you've seen him done on a number of occasions. He just wants to keep it going with his left foot there, never made any good contact.
He's 10 goals in his last 9 appearances in all competition, scoring 9 and assisting one of those, Phil Foden. And he's back on the ball again. And City are back attacking again. It's Doku looking for Foden. It's Haaland! He hits the bar! Another was beaten.
Well, it's the first time we've seen him. And he just leans back, gets enough elevation on it, a little bit too much.
Julian Alvarez about to come on for Manchester City. Silva, Stones, a warning for Manchester United. They are not going to have anything their own way in this second half. They might need to ride a little bit of luck too. Here's Doku. Wan-Bissaka with a tackle. It's behind him away for a corner.
Well, that's what he's good at. Yeah, it's brilliant at. 1v1. Doku's threatening him, and what he does, he doesn't have to beat him every time, but he's drawing another United player towards him. They're trying to double up on him, that frees someone else. That's why Haaland just got the chance.
De Bruyne is taking this set piece. And Nana's come a long way for it, got something on it, enough for Amrabat to hook it clear. It's not convincing. Guardiola, Bernardo Silva. It's De Bruyne.
Okay, it's going to be a long 35 minutes for Manchester United if they don't try and get up the park. Great effort there he had off the bar. Just gets his little half yard, doesn't he? He's doubled up, he's played into an area for a minute. I think he's a little bit unlucky. He has to lean back, take a little bit of direction, a little bit of whip on it. Goalkeeper's no chance.
Kevin De Bruyne has been taken off by that man Pep Guardiola and replaced by Julian Alvarez.
I was just looking at his body language. He didn't seem too upset with that, De Bruyne, as if there might be a little problem physically. Certainly being taken off in a cup final after 55 minutes, he wouldn't be very happy, but he might have a little niggle there.
Well, the Belgian manager, Tedesco, won't be too happy about that. That is the case. Kevin De Bruyne has been in such rare form since coming back from his long injury. In the first half, how many goals and assists he's managed during that period. Scored in the 2019 Cup final, assisted both goals in last year's final, but will play no further part. Here's Alvarez looking to make an instantaneous impact. It's a goal kick.
I think it's worth noting as well, you've got to mention it, regardless if he's got a little twinge or not, Kevin De Bruyne has not performed anything like the way he can for 55 minutes or so.
Well, they've been ruthless, Manchester City, against those they're expected to beat this season. 26 wins against 28 of the teams that have been ranked lower than 7th in the table. It's that consistency that has got them to the 90-point mark and the 4 successive Premier League titles. They're behind here. Alvarez, John Stones, Silva. Trying to find the remedy. Stones' cross is a delicate one. He will scamper to keep it in play. His ball back is dangerous, away by Dallo. Half shouts for a penalty from the City fans. Fernandes away. Manchester United might get away here. And Garnacho and Guardiola in a foot race, and again the speed merchants come from the light blue shirts.
That's going to be on though, isn't it? City are pushing forward. They've been told, I'm pretty sure, every time you get it, give it out wide to Doku. Fed him so many balls so far.
Here he is again, cutting in, finding a way past Wan-Bissaka. It's going to be a long afternoon if that's their tactic. And there's no one for Amrabat to aim at. Just hoisted it clear. There's still a good half an hour or more to go. Much more, I would have thought.
United closing down now as basically walking pace. Just filling holes.
Doku. Manchester City had to deal with a Real Madrid rear-guard action in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Here's a great effort from Kyle Walker, which is brilliantly saved by Onana.
Brilliant save. I think he probably sees it a little bit late as well, dives to his left-hand side. Excellent strike from Walker.
To score this season, Kyle Walker. 34 on Tuesday, with a nice early birthday present. Alvarez, Doku. Guardiola. Manchester United camped on the edge of their own box. Bernardo Silva. By Alvarez, away by Wan-Bissaka, but it's not going to go very far. Rodri back in, it's a dangerous ball, and this time it's the Manchester United centre-half and goalkeeper that got a little bit confused. Varane taking charge.
Yeah, sometimes when you go up for the header, you've just got to let it happen.
Alvarez gets it back again, but didn't quite get it right.
Well, he's got to hit the target, simple as that. Once he gets the space, he's just come on, a little bit anxious, just leaning back his chest a little bit, you get in that position. Just hit the target, he tries to power through it.
It's not ideal for him to strike, caught his feet a little bit, there's a shape, what's a shape, it's one-handed as well. Brilliant strike, big left hand there, the goalkeeper.
Sometimes I'm a bit critical of goalkeepers when they say brilliant saves, and there's saves you should make sometimes. Well, that one was a good one.
He's kept 13 clean sheets this season. He's certainly got better the longer the season has gone on, Andrea Nana. And he is a character, there's no doubt. He gave an interview this week in which he said, I'm the one to take the bullets. Don't aim your criticisms at the younger players, aim them at me.
Save 151. Must be, man. Must be 1-5 keep count.
Steve McLaren and Erik Ten Hag discussing what to do. Taking a claim for that save, but there's still probably a few more to make between now and the end of the game. Should be with the City team.
I just think second half, City seemed to unite the defending a little bit further back, another 5 yards.
Given away by Rodri. Fernandes and Rashford trying to profit. This is Scott McTominay. He did pop up and hit a hand, I think, but it's not going to be given as deliberate handball.
Yeah, not only has he gone 5 yards further back, it's also the midfield in front and come back with him. So almost there's like 6 or 7 across the back line. They've got to still put some pressure on the ball. Just force City a little bit in possession.
Story to last week where they didn't get into their rhythm, Manchester United, really until the second half of the game. Docket. Unlucky that Phil Foden was ever going to reach that.
Big round of applause from Pep on that far side. Applauding the run, not so much the pass, but still trying to force the issue behind that back line.
Going long. He's testing down, hoping that maybe we've got in front of Rodri, not an easy thing to do. No 90-minute defeat in 74 matches. Here's Foden. Finding Alvarez, big chance, big miss.
Just caught his feet a little bit again, he should be scoring, he's got to hit the target. A beautiful pass, completely takes out the two United defenders. Should be 2-1. Look at the pass from Foden, magnificent pass the other side of Amrabat and Martinez. Time's run perfectly, but you see, can't really open up his body. He's trying to open up his body, just maybe get your foot through it and hit the target and take your chances. It's a poor finish.
It is. I think, I'm no striker, but when it's that close to your feet, surely just a little dink over the keeper or middle of the goal, being in itself a far better judging than I am, but absolutely. It's a poor effort.
Yeah.
Give yourself credit, you did score in this stadium.
I did, yeah, thanks. You've done your research, haven't you? Don't well to find that, I tell you.
Republic of Ireland.
Scored twice here, actually, you must know. You've missed one, but...
I haven't, I just started with that one. You can give us your whole resume if you want. Here's Rashford. Down. Bit of space for Bruno Fernandes, but he goes for goal instead. Manchester United about to make a couple of changes.
Never going to trouble the goalkeeper that one. There is a statement of intent again.
You see that chance of Alvarez, Ali, when you look at Amrabat, he's dropped into the back line. So they're all square. That's what I'm saying, you can't drop too deep. One of them's got to go to Foden, and then he can't play that pass in between the two of you because one's gone to the ball.
Absolutely.
Walker sending it out towards Doku. Just sit down. Two for company. It's Guardiola. This is John Stones. And he never really caught it. Interestingly, in the last few minutes, Manchester United about to make a change. One of those was going to be Johnny Evans for Lisandro Martinez. But Lisandro Martinez has said, no, I'm okay. Give it another 5 or so minutes. Rasmus Højlund, you saw in your picture there, was also just about to replace Marcus Rashford. It's a warm applause from the United faithful, United fan growing up, and the man who's come off the bench in the last 2 games to score. McTominay trying to bundle his way past the Kanji, not an easy thing to do. United scrapping for it in the middle of the park, but City emerge with the ball. Doku trying to roll and run. Defensive work from Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I want to talk
Not for the first time.
to Ali about that, about Doku has got to mix it up a bit. He's got a lot of the ball, and he's only taking him on down the outside once. So as a full-back, you know that he doesn't want to go down the outside, he doesn't fancy himself. So you've got to try him a couple of times just to go, I'm willing to go down there, and that opens up the inside a little bit more. At the moment, Wan-Bissaka's showing him inside, he's going every time.
Another United attack, and Garnacho sees his shot turned round the post by Ortega.
You've got to love him. Honestly, he's just so direct, positive. Only got one thing in his mind, wants to attack the fullback Vardiol, gets his half yard, comfortable save, but at the same time it's another attempt at goal.
Corner kick to be taken by Fernandes. Varane has just gone for a swig of drink, late arriving in the box. It's aimed towards him at the far post, and if he hadn't have made up a couple of yards, he might have got on the end of that. Johnny Evans has ended up on his backside after Bernardo Silva attention.
Silva just tackled him. Injured before he come on.
Respect your elders, he's 36, Johnny Evans. Oh, given away, and Fernandes was almost in.
I thought you said that because you checked the Rangers score.
Good strength, hasn't it?
Struck off Amrabat, Erling Haaland. Akanji.
Here we go.
Doku. Can he get past Wan-Bissaka this time? Guardiola, Foden, Rodri. Back towards Foden, who was blocked off by McTominay.
That's good defender, isn't it? Foden gives it a little give and go into Rodri, and McTominay just stands his ground. I see what you mean about Doku, Lee. I also think Garnacho's doing quite a good job as well. From City's point of view, yes, you want to get it to Doku, but you want to get it to him as quickly as possible so he can isolate Wan-Bissaka.
Foden. Wan-Bissaka does brilliantly again. Some rumours that this might be his last game in a Manchester United jersey, but if we can keep Doku quiet and help them win the FA Cup, that might change too. He still has another year or so on his contract. Here's Rashford tussling with England colleague Walker. Rashford, who didn't make the England squad for the European Championships, has had the bit between his teeth a bit today. He's defended well.
The referee there doing the international sign for 6 of one and half a dozen of the other.
Alvarez. Now Doku, lots of space. Still Doku. He didn't bounce kindly for Haaland. And the deflection takes it away, and it's a corner.
What he does do, Doku, really well, he's quick on the ball to get into the box. As a full-back, if your winger gets in the box early, straight away 3 things you can take now. The stand there and just put your foot in, Martinez.
Yeah, Alessandro Martinez has got a touch of cramp, I think. He's played 70 minutes now, only played 59 minutes last week. This is not the only live action for you this summer. Soccer Aid on June the 9th is coming your way with the Football Stars and Superstars mix to raise money for UNICEF. You can join us 6 o'clock on Sunday the 9th of June. Pochettino back at Stamford Bridge. ITV1 and STV. And then the opening game of the European Championships, a summer of top football, starts with Germany against Scotland. Live from Munich, Friday the 14th of June, ITV1 and STV. Manchester United might be cup winners by then. Kobbie Mainoo scoring the second of 2 goals. And Sir Alex Ferguson, Dave Brailsford and Sir Jim Ratcliffe will be pretty happy with. Johnny Evans now coming on for Lisandro Martinez. Won the FA Cup a lot more recently than most people in this Manchester United FA Cup squad. A final little tete-a-tete between Martinez and Walker, who wasn't happy with the pace of him coming off the pitch. Walker getting involved in a rather aggressive manner.
I actually noticed they were having words in the first half as well, lads. It was something, so which sort of carried on a little bit into the second half there.
Frustrated Carl Walker, pleading his case to Andy Madley. Still waiting for them to take the corner, but Evans has only just come on. Manchester United trying to delay this as much as possible. Marcus Rashford is also off, and on comes Rasmus Højlund. Will be pleased enough with what's happened today so far, Marcus Rashford, even if it has been a difficult season and a difficult time for him personally after being left out of that England squad. But Rasmus Højlund chomping at the bit to add to his 16 goals, scored in the last 2 games. 16 goals in your first season for Manchester United, not something to be sniffed at. First job is to defend this corner. Logan's delivery. It's a crowded penalty box, and Dallo was the one who connected first. Manchester United did have problems last week at Brighton from set pieces like this.
Stood his ground well there, good header.
Far post, all on his own edge of the box.
Well delivered towards that far post, and there's a wrestling match going on between Kobbie Mainoo and Haaland, and the VAR will check it out, that's for sure.
I think Kobbie Mainoo gets caught a little bit.
Checked and cleared very quickly.
Yeah. I still think he gets caught, letting Haaland get in front of him. He obviously feels he was harshly treated. You can see he's not looking at the ball at all. I'm not giving a penalty, but
I was hoping you would say that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a penalty.
No, do I?
No.
Changes like this, then Pep might need a hug at the end of the game.
It was checked and cleared before he even hit the ground there. Not United fans.
Don't you start. 4,418 have made it. Inside Wembley and under the arch. Manchester City attacking the goal away to our left in the shade. The sun very much shining on those Manchester United fans at this moment in time. 15 minutes to go. Jeremy Doku. Guardiola. Doku trying to bamboozle Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka not falling for the trick. Akanji. Walker. And it's a good save down low by Onana. Offside flag goes up in the aftermath, and he fancied a Vincent Kompany moment there, Carl Walker.
I've just got to ask Ali a question here. Is your centre forward?
You're right in that.
I'm all over the goalkeeper. Yeah. It's a good save, but it's back into play. I'm just looking at Haaland, whether it's him who's... It's fine. It's a good strike, but then he's got to be there. He didn't even move.
I agree totally with you. What I think he's doing there, I think he's holding Varane's arm, trying to pull him back a little bit. And he's off balance, so I'm going to cut him any slack at all. But you're right, the centre forward's got to be following that in.
You can ask me a full-back question anytime you like.
Fernandes thought he was fouled there by a full-back. The referee was not forthcoming with the decision. By Wan-Bissaka. Doku wriggling away from Garnacho, taking on Amrabat. Amrabat then forces him off the ball, but with his arm, and he thinks, the referee, that that's a free kick.
I'm not sure it is, sir. And I think the gentleman on the left-hand side probably agrees with me again.
Absolutely, it just looked like it was shoulder to shoulder. He looked like he was going down about 3 yards before this, and then he's just leaned into him. That's not a foul.
No. Not at all.
Well, remember how the tide turned on a decision which Manchester United weren't happy with in the FA Cup semi-final. 3-0 up in that game and couldn't get over the line in 90 minutes. Almost lost it in extra time. Conceding now would certainly turn up the temperature on that defence.
Both of these have got a free kick in the locker.
Yeah.
Consultation with Julian Alvarez. It's the star of the FA Cup last year, Alvarez, 3 goals in 5 games, but I wouldn't be surprised if Foden pulled rank here. Onana will have to be on his most alert. Kyle Walker is winding up as well. Phil Foden at a crucial time. Hits it straight into the wall. Alvarez. Pinched by Wan-Bissaka. Højlund was the ball. Guardiola saw it too.
Don't want to tempt fate for Wan-Bissaka, but I think he's in an excellent afternoon. He probably could have and should have lost it in behind there. It was a pretty straightforward pass once he makes the interception to Højlund. But he's certainly playing well at the moment. Just the change when Rashford went off there, obviously. Fernandes is taking up that position on the left-hand side with Højlund more central.
And he's tussling with Akanji, and he's got the better of Akanji, who's dragged him to the floor. And it's very good centre-forward play from Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah, you can't win every ball, but you can certainly put the opposition off, and he did that. Got right underneath it, and then it's just a linking of arms, but he's strong.
I've got that down as excellent forward play. And I can guarantee his back four and his goalkeeper will agree with that. gives him a little bit of a break. Lee, you know what it's like. Takes a bit of pressure off.
Good position this as well. Fernandez will fancy all sorts from here.
It's one that they'll likely to drip over the top for someone else to try and pounce. Striking from this sort of range for a right footer might be a bit difficult, but Fernandez is capable. It's the captain of Manchester United, striking towards goal, and it was an easy catch in the end for Stefan Ortega. Ten minutes to go for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City to become the first team in history to win the double in successive years. And they need to get on the score sheet quickly, and they need to find a way back into this game. It's never easy getting to an FA Cup final. It's never easy winning one. Here's Rodri into Foden, couldn't bring it down. Amrabat was there. Doku on the other side now, teasing Dallo, away by Evans. It's out for a corner kick.
He's not a pretty player, Amrabat, is he? But he's kind of scruffy. He just gets in the way, and he just gets his foot in. He's done really well in that front of that back four. He looks tired now, mind.
He's had to get through a lot of work. Foden's delivery is a good one. So is the stop from Onana to fend it out to the near side. Alvarez. Easy for Onana, or should have been. Why did he not catch it?
That's a great question.
And Manchester United not thinking about that at the moment. Garnacho on the escape, felt he was clipped by Kyle Walker.
I think he might have got a sore in the back of the leg there when Walker wins the ball. Might just have caught him in the calf.
Well, Erik ten Hag knows that a win is essential. Otherwise, Manchester United are facing just a second season since 89-90 without European football. Pep Guardiola knows that this is his 12th domestic cup final, spanning 3 different countries, and he's only ever lost one before, and that was the 2011 Copa del Rey to Jose Mourinho. About his Wembley record before the game. Pep Guardiola is 8 from 8.
Well, fair play. They're putting Varane and Evans up. It's a last-minute decision because they weren't for going up.
Ball delivered into the box. Evans attacking it. Stones got something on it, but the offside flag was up very quickly. Fergie time, not yet.
Sir Alex looking at his watch.
Oh dear me. You don't see that very often, do you? Or if ever. I mean, they're certainly rattled.
Well, I mean, there's only 6.5 minutes to go. And in usual circumstances, you would say that sometimes it's just your day, and it looks like being Manchester United's day. But this is Manchester City.
Yeah, got a bit early there. The goal now is certainly livening it up.
I think with Manchester City, it would have been earlier any time.
Yeah, but the thing is with them, they've not created hardly anything. They've got a crossbar, yeah, but normally in their play, the way they get about the box and those little passes into the little channels, they create chances even when teams drop off into that low block. But United have done it particularly well to restrict them around the penalty area. 15 shots on goal, only 3 of them have hit the target though, and they haven't been one that have really troubled Onana too much. A couple of efforts he's had to make saves in. He was always going to have to do that against this City team. They've ridden their luck as well. The crossbar has come to their rescue. Well, certainly they've been without the ball for a large portion of it. 72% possession for Manchester City.
He's made one save that he you know,
that was a good one. The rest of them, if he lets them in, he shouldn't be playing.
Could say Walker's left hand.
Yeah, the left-handed one from Walker. Other than that, he's not really been called upon.
You're a hard man to please, I tell you.
Five minutes to go. Free kick given. And Amrabat punished.
Today's attendance here at Wembley Stadium is 84,814. Thank you again for your fantastic support.
Four minutes to go. Plus stoppage time for him to turn it round. It is countdown time. He needs an intervention. Doku. Sent away by McTominay. I think it wasn't the right choice from the free kick, really. Here's Alvarez. Now Foden. Now Doku. And it's snuck in! Anana couldn't keep it out this time. And that could be a game changer.
Keeper can't get beat there.
No.
I mean, he does what he does, Doku, and he does it brilliantly. Shapes to go down the left-hand side, goes back onto his right, and he hits it early. But my natural reaction is the keeper's got to be saving that.
Just creates the space, slows it down, then into that little space there, gets his shot away. Might come through a little bit of a crowded area. Amrabat's in front of him, but he's got to save that. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
He's going to be incredibly disappointed with that, if that is the turning point in this cup final. Is it too little too late for Manchester City? Is it ever too late for Manchester City? Doku's first goal since the first week in January. He has been the super sub. And he's off the bench to influence proceedings again. Now those United fans will be getting the jitters. And it's the sound of Blue Moon that is the late soundtrack to a perfect cup final afternoon in terms of weather. And are the fortunes of Manchester United changeable? Doku trying to find the dynamite. Might come through to Foden, away by Dalot. United are going to have to dig in. City are going to have to up the tempo. Capable of doing that. This is Doku again.
Well, they're scared stiff of him now because he's getting in the box at pace, a little bit of confidence after his goal. And there's 3 or 4 United players dangling a foot around his boots.
You see it there, couldn't you? Terrified.
Just dangling his...
Terrified.
Well, there's a few of those United players that have just started to feel a little bit more tired than they were 3 minutes ago. City will test their reserves. Here's Gvardiol. Foden's touch let him down. Not often we can say that. Doku again. Foden. Away by McTominay. Manchester United need an outball. They haven't got an outball at this moment in time. We're into the final minute.
He's looking at the 4th official with his board. In about 50 seconds time,
it's going to be big, I think.
Yeah, there's going to be a few minutes to add on.
I think it'll be 6. Something like that. Here is Alvarez. Doku. Comes towards Gvardiol. Back to Akanji. He's going to hit it, and he's going to miss it. And there were men over.
He's got to slip it outside in there. Silva's just standing there waiting for it. The genius of a left foot.
Well, late drama and Manchester United have come hand in hand in this FA Cup run. They've had a habit of conceding goals at the end of matches in the last couple of months. In the FA Cup, constant theme of drama late on in games. 7 minutes of added time. And as one of the members of the Manchester City staff gets booked. Remember the late goal against Liverpool, the late goal against Nottingham Forest, the late drama against Coventry. That's what they'll be drawing on, those Manchester City fans. There are 7 minutes to go. And 1 or 2 City fans already walking down Wembley Way. It's not finished yet, not just yet, but Manchester United have a corner. Or do they?
They've been overruled, I think. I don't really saw it from this side, the linesman, but
another Manchester United change incoming. Here's Rodri. Now it's Stones. They just need one big chance. Doku. He has been the difference in this second half. Can he prove the distance? Full stop. He's won a corner.
that's what I'm talking about with him.
He's got to get it spot on, hasn't he?
Oh, he's absolutely got to get it spot on, and he does.
Yeah.
It's going to be Victor Lindelof who's about to come on, but it'll be after this corner for Manchester City. In stoppage time at the end of the cup final. Onana grasps it, holds on to it for dear life. And those supporters, nerves are jangling. He's afraid. Manchester United looking to be the first team since 1957 to finish in the top flight as low as 8th and beat the champions. It is a result that is going to affect other teams too. If United win the cup, Chelsea will play Conference League football rather than Europa League football, and Newcastle will miss out on Europe altogether. Here are the changes. Garnacho is coming off. On comes Victor Lindelof. Another one who's been absent for quite some time. He's had a hamstring problem that has seen him miss almost the whole of April and May. Off comes Scott McTominay, and he is replaced by Mason Mount, who's had a cup final heartbreak before, but in a very different shade of shirt. McTominay hobbling, that's bad news for Steve Clarke. Don't roll your eyes. You might be able to run it off.
I hope so. It's the last thing we need.
Cup final trips for Manchester United have been full of disappointment recently. This one might not be. They've got to weather a late storm. Mainu's going to get there first. How far can he carry the ball? He's fed Højlund, who's up against the Kanji. He's fast, Højlund, by the way.
He certainly is. I thought he was second favourite there initially.
You can run the 100 metres in under 11 seconds. Onana away. Foden. Now Mason Mount. United have just got to be careful. Fernandes going for the glorious. And he's given the ball back to Manchester City as a result. 3 more minutes of stoppage time to play. Now what are you thinking, lads? If this was a test of Erik ten Hag's managerial ability, won his pass with flying colours?
Well, he set the team up brilliantly well against arguably one of the best club sides in the world. His tactics have been spot on. The players have delivered for him today. Whether that's enough to keep him in the job, you have to look at the whole season, and they've been poor this season, no doubt. I don't think it'll save him, to be honest with you, but what a way to go out if he was to go out.
It's still an if. Because there is still 2 minutes and 20 seconds of stoppage time to play. Vidio. Walker. It's now Silva. Blocked by Bruno Fernandes. It's a moment to dig in. It's a moment to suck in the oxygen and puff out your chest. It's a moment for Manchester City to find one moment of inspiration. Bernardo Silva. Blocked by Dallo. Stones is trying to keep it alive. It'll go out for a goal kick.
Surely he's got to usher that out and take the corner, no?
That looked the obvious decision. I think they all think the same thing.
I think Ten Hag is the way he put his team together and the shape and the organisation and the way they went about it has been absolutely first class. I know there's still a minute and a half to go, but you've got to say, I actually think Manchester United have been excellent today.
Audition for the England team for Bobby Maino.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. What a young player, prospect. He's not a prospect anymore, he's already the real deal for me.
Yeah. No defeat in 90 minutes for Manchester City since December the 6th. Rodri never loses.
He hasn't lost yet.
A minute of stoppage time.
John Stones will be up centre forward position.
Rodri. Doku. It's a decent looking cross. Haaland can't get there. Kept in by Bernardo Silva. Whacked by Walker. The deflection bounces around the penalty area. Manchester United somehow scramble it away. Højlund putting pressure on. Managing to do a good job for his team. He's got support arriving now, and there's quite a few of them. They're steaming forward like the Red Arrows, and Amrabat couldn't find the pass. The referee has pulled it back. It's going to be a free kick anyway. A yellow card is dished out to Alvarez, and Manchester United inch a massive step closer to FA Cup glory.
I'm going to tell you something right now. They'll be absolutely delighted if free kick's given. I'm all for going in the counter-attack, but there was 5 of them. 5 of them going up for the goal. I thought, settle down, lads, 1 or 2, but 5. Dear me.
Bobby Maino given the official man of the match.
He was spot on. Andy Madley was right up with play, and there was a foul off the ball just as he passed it. Højlund, precious time ticking away.
Say what you want about Erik ten Hag, but 2 finals have been won by Manchester United. The FA Cup is in Manchester United's hands again. They said it was the game of their season, and they have embraced it against the odds. They've won it. United fans woke up this morning expecting the worst, but they will be painting Manchester red this bank holiday weekend. Of all the FA Cup triumphs, this is probably the most unexpected. They have stolen the FA Cup from under City's noses. First went the quad, then the hopes of the treble, and now they've denied them the double. And boy, did the Manchester City squad run into trouble with that double. Manchester United and Erik ten Hag have come up with a plan. They wrote a bit of luck.